Hello, it's Mr. Warren here. I'm going to be taking you through your Year 7 reading test, Bringing Gollum to Life. Now, it's really important that you've read the text and had a go at the test first before you watch this video. So, we'll start with question 1. Question 1. Underline the word which shows that Gollum's role in the film is important. Now, it's really important that you read your question carefully. You've only been asked to underline one word, okay? So we'll start there. That word needs to show that Gollum's role in the film is important. So it's all about Gollum's role in the film. That's our question focus. And then finally, we're looking for synonyms of the word important. So remember, a synonym is a word or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another word or phrase in the same language. For example, shut is a synonym of close. Okay, so we're looking for a synonym of that word important. Right, as you go through, you're going to use your scanning skills to look for that word role in the text on the right hand side. So because of Gollum's crucial role, right, well, I found the role there, so we need to look around it. Crucial, that's how it's being described. What's the definition of crucial? Well, crucial means of great importance. This game is crucial to our survival. Therefore, it's a synonym, okay? So that's your answer to the first question. Some things to remember for this question type. Scan for words from the question. And then secondly, check you only underline the number of words, phrases, sentences that you've actually been asked for, not any number or large chunks of text, okay? If you were to underline this much, for example, you wouldn't be given the mark. Even if you'd just underlined crucial role, too many words, you've only been asked for one word, okay? Okay, now let's have a look at number 2. Put ticks to show which statements are true and which are false. Right, things to remember for this question type. It's important to read the statements, then read the text again. Read the statements carefully, checking words like did and didn't twice. Then scan the text for words linked to the statements. So our first one, as an example, Jackson was determined that he didn't want a human actor playing the part. As I said in the things to remember, words like didn't we need to underline because they're really important and they can obviously have a big impact on whether our statement is true or false. Now, you should have just read that text again, so let's have a look at it. Right, so it says in our text, I was determined that I wanted an actor. That's Jackson speaking, okay? So that first statement, Jackson was determined that he didn't want a human actor playing the part. Well, that's false. Andy Serkis had played Gollum in a 5-part mini-series. Now, having read the text, I don't remember seeing that. I'll have a quick scan through, looking for where Andy Serkis is mentioned. Andy Serkis' performance on a set, the animators, no, this isn't anything to do with it. Andy again, but that's not to do with anything we're talking about now. That's all about his voice. And it's not down here either. So that second one has just been made up. It's false. Gollum's voice is digitally enhanced and made to sound more monstrous. Now I do remember reading something about that. So again, I'm going to scan the text. Andy Serkis' performance on set, no. His body voice design, right, so scanning for those words, it's all about his voice. So we've got the word there. His body and voice was then taken further through digital sound mixing. Yeah, so that one there is true. True. Andy Serkis wears a specially made suit to play Gollum. Definitely remember reading that one as well. Andy wears a suit covered in these little dots and he performs Gollum. Yeah, so that one is true also. Okay, things to remember. Read the statements, then read the text again. Read the statements carefully, checking words like did and didn't twice, and then finally scan the text for words linked to the statements. Okay, we'll have a look at question 3 now. You can see I've already put the answers in here for you. The order was 2, 5, 1, 4, 3. Things to remember when answering this type of question: scan the text for words from each statement, highlight the relevant sentences, and number what you've highlighted. So let's go back to our text. So let's have a look at the first one. Andrew Lesnie is an Oscar-winning photographer. So we're looking for Andrew Lesnie. Okay, so we're looking for the first statement on the list about Andrew Lesnie. So I'm going to scroll through until I find Andrew Lesnie. There he is in that paragraph at the bottom there, Andrew Lesnie. And it says he's an Oscar-winning director. So that's definitely related to what we were just looking at. Secondly, we're looking for Igor Dmitriev, played by Gollum. Now, I don't really remember much about him. I think he was not really in the main article. So I'm going to scan down through looking for his name. It's not there in the main bit. Is it in this bottom bit, the green section? Not the first one, not the second one. Igor Dmitriev. There he is. Okay, so we'll highlight him for a minute as well. Number 3, Jackson wanted an authentic character in Gollum. That's our first one. That's already been done for us. We don't need to do that one. Let's look at our next one. Andy Serkis felt about Gollum's voice. So this is about how he felt, Andy Serkis. Right, so Andy Serkis, not what he thinks though. Again, Andy, but not what he thinks about the voice or how he felt. That's about the animators. Okay, Gollum's famous voice, one of the most memorable elements of Tolkien's Hobbit, became Andy's touchstone and key to character. Okay, so it's here. So those are the relevant bits there. And then finally, Serkis is staggered by the skill of the animators. So we're looking for the animation now. Scanning through, looking for that word animators or animation, something like that. I'm so in awe of the skill that Andy, the skill of the animators. Yeah, there we go, the skill of the animators. That was a second thing to be mentioned. 3. Remember, we already had 1. 4 and 5. Okay. It's just useful to do it that way because it means that you know you've got it right. So when you go back, you can check off each statement against your text. Okay, so those are our answers, and that's how we got it. I hope that's helped. Again, things to remember for this question type: scan the text for words from each statement, highlight the relevant sentences, and number what you have highlighted. Okay, if you use that method, you shouldn't get too muddled up with those ones. I hope that's been helpful. Thanks very much. Bye.